Welcome back, grade 10s. Now let's look at our first concept, which is the meaning of socio-economic issues. Socio-economic challenges are issues that affect people and the economy in a negative way. So we call them socio-economic challenges because these challenges, they come from the people, whereby people are not able to participate in the economy of the country. Participating in economy in the form of supporting businesses, whereby businesses, they are also able to participate in the economic development of the country. So these socio-economic issues are challenges that are facing people as well as affecting the economy as well. There are problems that come from social or people and economic or money circumstances. So socio-economic issues, they come from people whereby people do not have the necessary means or the money to support businesses in terms of buying their product in order for the economy of the country to develop. So in that way, the economy of the country is being affected by these socio-economic issues. Now, the reasons socio-economic issues pose challenges. Socio-economic issues affect consumer spending due to poverty and unemployment. So the reasons socio-economic issues affect, they are posing a challenge rather, it's because they affect people due to the fact that people live in poverty, people are unemployed. So if you live in poverty, it simply means that you cannot afford the basic necessities to satisfy your needs basically as a person. So if you can't afford your basic needs, or if you can't cater for your basic needs, then it simply means that you won't be able to participate in the economy of the country through supporting businesses. These issues place extra burdens and expenditure on businesses as they have to develop policies or support systems or informative programs to address them. So the socio-economic challenges, socio-economic issues rather, they pose challenges to businesses because they create an extra burden whereby businesses now need to do what? Need to try and come up with programs that are going to alleviate the socio-economic issues that are affecting communities that they operate in. Instead of saving the money or the profit that has been made by the business to expand and be able to employ people from the community, now businesses are forced to come up with programs that are going to assist communities to make sure that the socio-economic issues are being alleviated from the community. So they place extra burdens on businesses whereby the business does not focus on its main objective, of which is to make a profit, but instead they need now to come up with programs that are going to assist in addressing the socio-economic issues that are affecting the communities. Businesses may not be well supported by customers because of their limited disposable income. So the socio-economic issues pose challenges because customers do not have enough money to support businesses in terms of buying their products. Why? Because they have limited income. The income now that is channeled to take care of other needs instead of supporting businesses. So it affects businesses due to a lack of income from customers or limited disposable income. Now let us look at the types of socio-economic issues. We have inequality and poverty, we have inclusivity, we have unemployment, we have HIV or AIDS, we have gambling, we have counterfeiting, we have bootlegging as types of socio-economic issues. We also have strikes or political disturbances. We have crime. Before we continue to our second concept, these are type of socio-economic issues. We are going to deal or unpack them one by one on our next concept that we are unpacking. Now, let's look at inequality and poverty as our second concept of the lesson. The meaning of inequality. Inequality is the degree to which people do not have the same opportunities and are treated differently because of their social status. So inequality simply means that people are not equal. People are not treated equal due to their social status. Those who are rich are treated somehow the way they are treated, and those who are poor are also treated somehow the way they are treated. There's no equality in terms of treating people due to their social status in the community. It means that people are not equal. For example, some have lots of money or access to education, while others are desperately poor. So inequality in simple terms, it simply means that some people in the community are rich, some people are able to afford quality education, while others, they cannot afford they don't have a basic income, they cannot afford to pay even for that particular quality education. Meaning of poverty. Poverty is the state in which people have little or no money to buy their basic needs. People in poverty usually have poor living conditions, hunger, and increased susceptibility disease. So basically, when we refer to poverty, it's the state whereby people cannot afford their basic needs. So it affects businesses if it's operating in a community that is affected by poverty, because people will not support that business. People would not buy products from that particular business. Why? Because they don't even afford their basic needs. It simply means that people who are living in poverty are living in poor conditions. As you can see on the picture there, it's a perfect example of people living in poverty. Look at the house that they live in. It's not in a good condition. It's because people cannot afford to build proper houses, because they cannot afford to buy or provide for their basic needs. The impact of inequality and poverty. People cannot participate fully in the economy. So people who are affected, or people who live in poverty, since they do not have disposable income, it simply means that they cannot participate in the economy of the country. They cannot buy products from a business. They cannot support businesses anyhow they want, because these people cannot afford even their basic needs. So that limits them in terms of participating in the economy. Businesses spend more money on social responsibility programs to address inequality and poverty. So another impact of inequality and poverty is that businesses spend a lot of money in trying to come up with programs that are going to assist communities in terms of alleviating inequality and poverty. The money that should be saved for expansion and be able for businesses, and for businesses to be able rather to employ people from the community, but instead that money is now channeled to addressing the socio-economic issues, which is inequality and poverty. Inequality results in lack of skills and job opportunities. So having inequality rather, it simply means that people will not get same jobs. There are going to be lack of skills, since people are not getting quality education. And there are going to be less job opportunities, because those people are not employable. Then the impact are still again under the impact of inequality and poverty. Poverty leads to crime such as shoplifting and robberies on businesses. So what they would opt for, people who are living in poverty, they would opt for crime. They would rather do crime in order to make sure that they cater for their basic needs, which that particular crime in turn affects businesses, as businesses also now have to beef up security, of which it's something that maybe was not even on their plan to do so. But because of poverty that is affecting the community, now the community is resolving to crime as means of making sure that they are trying to cater for their needs that they cannot afford. So let us just go for a quick ad break, and we will be back.